motor vehicles. Just like homesteads, different states have different amounts that are protected in terms of equity in a motor vehicle. In Arizona, we can protect up to $6,000 equity in a motor vehicle. That means if the vehicle is worth $9,000 and we owe $4,000 on it, there's $5,000 equity. We can totally protect the equity. We still have to keep paying the secured creditor on the $4,000 that we owe. Let's change the scenario. Let's say that we have a $9,000 vehicle and it's free and clear. Then $9,000 less the $6,000 exemption, you've got $3,000 that's non-exempt that a Chapter 7 trustee could take and use to pay your creditors. Or in a Chapter 13, we'd have to make sure over the 36 to 60 month period of time of the Chapter 13 plan that we pay unsecured creditors or compensate them for monies they would have received had there been a Chapter 7 liquidation bankruptcy proceeding. Now, there's an exception to this exemption rule, and that is in Arizona, if you are physically disabled, you can protect equity in a motor vehicle up to $12,000. You can also protect up to $12,000 equity in a motor vehicle if you're not physically disabled, but you have a physically disabled dependent. What does this mean for you in my example with a $9,000 equity in a motor vehicle? If you're physically disabled, the entire vehicle is protected. If you have a physically disabled child or other dependent, then the vehicle is totally protected and a Chapter 7 trustee cannot assert control over it. And there would need to be no compensation in Chapter 13 for any difference between the equity and what it's worth because it's totally exemptable. Another interesting fact in Arizona is that you can stack your exemptions. So if you have a physically disabled spouse and you're not physically disabled, you stack those two exemptions, you can protect a motor vehicle that's worth up to $18,000, the $12,000 physical disability exemption and the $6,000 regular vehicle exemption. Okay, let's talk about household good exemptions. Just like any other exemption, state to state, the exemptions change based on what the state legislature has decided. In Arizona, which is where my field of expertise is, we can protect up to $6,000 worth of household goods per debtor. For a husband and wife, they would be able to stack those $2 amounts, and it would be $12,000 worth of household goods that would be protected. And that includes household goods, household furnishings, household equipment, anything that you use in your household. Now, I'm not talking about if you have jewelry in your household, that's something that's different. That's not a household good, but the things you decorate with, the things that you sit on, the things that you sleep on, the things that you prepare your food with and on, your dishes and your refrigerator, these are household goods and they're protected from the Chapter 7 trustee being able to take them.